Hi guys, Simon here. Welcome Galatea crew to the Brisbane Gladstone Race. Just going to have a quick look at the weather, and if you look at the weather models here, we're looking at this map and you can see that there's a high pressure off Victoria on Thursday and a further high out in the Tasman Sea, which is going to end up in a westerly flow. So if we go and look at Friday, you can see that there are a high pressure here, and rather than southeasterlies, it's going to get more easterly to touch south. So just depends on how this little forms here. There's a little low up here, it's a bit high up. I don't think it's going to matter. So there's also a low down here, but this sort of indicates that the system is going to slow down, so it should leave us with good winds. So if we go and look at the 500 hectopascal, which is up in the sky, and this is where the low and high pressures are delivered along, and you can see this omega type shape here. This is that shape there that's going to slow the system down. So that's on Friday there. Look back at Thursday, you can see it starting. So it looks like this might slow the weather down and so leave us with some quite good winds. If we go and look at Metai, and we look at start time on Metai, we're starting here near Redcliffe down in here. So you can see in the blue bit here we've got 10 to 15 knots, and then this lighter colour is 15 to 20 knots and 20 to 25 further off the coast. So if we go along, we can see that it's looking probably 10 to 15 knots, so nice little start there. Where wind here is still showing southeast, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. But if we go along the period, we can see that we've got nice wind on Friday, and if we go to Saturday, we can see through the morning, through the night, 1 o'clock in the morning there, quite good wind, and then again 4 a.m, 7 a.m, and you can see, as the weather models predicted, the wind's coming more east than it is southeast. So there's the wind showing more east-southeast, so that's showing pretty well. So it's going to be a wet trip, so fine reaching 70-80 degrees, so plenty of power. Probably a reef maybe in the afternoon, reef out at night time, but it's going to be wet, so you need your wet weather gear because there's going to be plenty of water on deck. Alright, if we go and have a quick look at predict wind, and we'll just go back to the start here, and we're looking at the PWG model. I don't think it's 100% accurate, but we'll just play that for you. So you can see the models here, and you can see the European model saying going further off the coast, but there it's showing we've got this set up for a 34-foot boat, so it should be relatively accurate to our speed. So you can see there, this is Friday night, this is early Saturday morning, 5 o'clock. So it's showing that by 8, 9 o'clock on Saturday morning we should be at the top of Fraser Island. And then it's time for the spinnakers up and a big boost along. So looking like we're going to be all of Saturday going along the coast. And now we're getting to 9, 10 o'clock. So it looks like we might get to Gladstone first light on Sunday, somewhere around that time. So first between sort of 6 o'clock in the morning and 8, 10, 11 o'clock at night. So there's that model. I'm just going to stop that there. The model in the Osaka race that we found worked much better was the EMC model, which is the European model. So we'll just wait while that model loads up. Shouldn't take long. So there you can see the European model. And so it's predicting the southeasterlies. Both these models, though, haven't picked up the more easterly flow, but we'll see what happens over the coming days. But as you can see with the European model still showing nice winds, and we're moving along, and then as we get to the top, it's probably got us a little later on Saturday morning, it's 8, 9 o'clock, and then we should shoot along this bit, but looking very positive. So anyway, I heard from Kaz today, and the boat's at the start line, so we're all ready to go, and hopefully we'll see you all there in Queensland Wednesday, Thursday, and let's just keep an eye on the weather, and hopefully it looks like the weather gods are smiling on us. Good on you, Galatea.